Can I wire
Yes,
us?
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
And
Yeah,
then whatever comes out of it, I promise
you can
not
use
to
whatever
use
you want to use.
anything embarrassing
Yeah, that's right.
or.
I don't say anything embarrassing. I'll start
Well, that's more likely us than
Yeah.
Work with me.
So.
I hear it's just I say
Great.
something stupid.
there.
I didn't know this was downstairs. Is this like, what is this?
Yeah, so do you want me to say that on record?
Oh, yeah,
or
wait,
do you want me,
yeah.
why don't I say
hang
that
on
on
one
record?
second.
I'm just talking to you.
I
know,
thank you
exactly.
so much. You're so
Record
much
thing.
more media savvy. And
she
he
does
says all
shit.
the good things off mic, and then it's
And then I
like,
don't remember
That's
what
what
I
Kenny,
happens. All the
not
enthusiasm
helpful,
happens
right?
off
Like,
mic, and then
not
what do you got,
helpful.
right? Yeah.
yeah.
I have to repeat
yeah.
myself, and I remember what I asked you.
Yeah, that's right. Then you want
And
to
then
remember. Yeah, you're like, she said that really good thing.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
what'd
we
you
weren't
say?
recording. Right.
They all do. Well, you said something really funny. I said,
I
Don't
don't know
record,
what
it's
that
not my
is.
problem.
Shut up, Damon, no. Isn't that cute? That's our delivery
Yeah,
little like
that's so
delivery
cool.
tripe. So cool, right?
that is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
First, I didn't even know this was here. Like, I
Yeah.
knew the boats were here. Clearly, Granville Island
Yeah.
there. Yeah, blah, blah.
yeah.
So what is fishing? Is this like, is this where you come down and buy? Like, you buy off here?
Well, so this is a Falls Creek Fisherman's Wharf. We're really lucky to have this because this is actually a working harbor in the city of Vancouver, like right in downtown
Yeah.
Vancouver,
Really?
basically,
But
right?
yeah.
Like, and most people have no idea
Yeah.
that there's an active fishing harbor here. So this is
Yeah.
actually federal fisheries land.
I've only been here 41 years, so I guess that's why I don't
that's
know
why
yet.
you're kind of new,
Yeah, new to
right?
the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you may have noticed, if you ever walk down here, you notice there's the seawall, right? You come from Granville Island, you
Yeah.
walk along the seawall,
Yeah.
and then you can't walk along the shore part here. You have to go up and
Right,
over.
yeah.
That's because this is actually federal fisheries land, and as a port,
way.
this is like you could enter the country here if you came from the U.S. on a fish boat.
Oh, I
So
guess
this is a
really.
border-controlled
Oh, no
area.
way.
So if you come in
Okay.
on a boat from the U.S., you hail in, and border services will come down to
Isn't
your
that
boat,
cool?
and you can enter
clear
the country.
you. so
Never
you can
think
enter
of
the-
this
You
shit,
don't think
though.
of this stuff,
Ever.
right? Yeah, and that's why there's like kind of security is barbed
Yeah.
wire is closed off.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
24-hour
yeah.
security here because of that,
Wow.
because it's a
Okay.
port of entry for the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, because when we walk, if we
Yeah.
walk, we'd start at Canby,
Yep.
you end at the island,
Yes,
you go back.
you go back, and you don't
You don't
realize.
come this way,
No,
Yeah.
that's right.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So this,
Wow.
so now this has been for my husband's a historian, so he could give you the exact years,
Yeah.
but we're talking about a very long time. This has been fishermen's lockers here. So before all this concrete was here, they were kind of like sheds, like net sheds.
Okay.
So you could store your gear in these sheds. And when they were building these towers up here, this sort of buildings
Yeah.
up here, apparently there was some kind of an accident, something like a crane or something fell on the net sheds, and the net sheds were destroyed. And so they had to rebuild that. And so part of the rebuilding was they built these as concrete permanent net lockers,
Oh, okay.
and they let the walkway go above it. So it kind of puts a part above, so you can
Yeah.
go up there and look down on the boats. But all of us as fishermen can have our locker bays here. And what these were originally for is that all of that fishing gear, you've got different nets and you've got buoys and you've got all this
Yeah.
gear, and that can't be all on your boat, so you have to have a net locker. So when I first, married into a fishing family, we had a very small locker here.
Yeah.
And in there, it was just, a few nets and things. And we would occasionally have friends come down when we were coming in with fresh fish.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'd say, well, meet us at the net locker, and then we'll get you a fish, right? And then as we grew and we started doing farmers markets, we started using the net locker to put in the farmers market tents and things like that. And it grew and grew. And then we started using this as a pickup location. Said to our members, come on down if you want to pick up some fish right here from us. And so I can take you on a little tour inside
Yeah,
how
no,
that
I'd love to
evolves.
see.
You
We
want
would
to
love
come
that.
and see?
Yeah,
Because I would
yeah,
tell
we
myself,
love
maybe
that.
this
Yeah.
is like, the Sicily, Japan thing you went on in the
Like a
morning.
wet
All
market
guys are
almost?
throwing
Yeah.
fish.
Throwing
And,
fish.
oh, I got today, I got
Yeah.
crab, whatever. Oh. So it's
quite.
mostly storage for
Yeah.
the most part.
Because
For all the guys here who I didn't know were here.
that's right.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what most people don't realize is like British Columbia's a massive coast, and so with not that many people compared to like Italy or something, right? So we're not day boat fishing out of here for most of the time. Most of the time, these boats are here. Our boat's here right now, but in the end of May, we're going to move that boat around the west coast of Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
That's going to take a few days to get there,
Yeah,
and then we're going to fish out of there,
Yeah.
and then we're going to bring the boat back to home
Yeah.
port. So it's not like day boat fishing where there's fresh fish being slung
But
around. every
again, you don't
morning.
think
Yeah.
of that because
No.
you think,
Yeah.
well, you leave Vancouver, you go to Victoria, the island,
Yeah.
right? And you forget, well, you could go inside passage, I guess, but hey,
Yeah.
I should probably go out open water, like over on the other side, on the west side of the island.
West Coast Vancouver
Yeah, which make-
Island, or up the Central Coast.
Remember,
Open.
Shishi people, we
The
used to
people
fish
said-
up in Sonora, right?
Yeah.
So inside,
are you-
nice.
Like, I'm an Ontario boy. The biggest body of water I have is Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
It is not.
I've never been on the other side. I mean, I've
It
been
is
to
not,
Tofino, but I've never been
Yes.
on the water
On
and
the
it's
water there,
a little
yeah.
rocky.
So
Oh,
open,
inside
yeah.
pass
open
is
water
nicer.
is
Very
not
rough.
A little
a.
nicer.
It's very open. It's very
Yeah.
rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when we run the boat from here, I usually don't go on that stretch because it's rough out around.
Okay.
Like you have
Yeah.
to go south around
The
Victoria.
Yeah, you
Newfoundlanders
may as
were
well wait till they
laughing at
get
me
there.
last
I
Just
do.
meet them there.
And that's the thing. You can take
Yeah.
the ferry
Yeah.
from here
Yeah.
over to
Yeah.
Nanaimo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just like an hour and a half
Yeah.
drive
Yeah.
to the other
Yeah.
side of the island.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Better do it that way.
better.
It's a little rougher.
That's
Hilarious.
exactly. I get seasick.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is our locker bay.
Okay.
And what we can see, what we've done here is it would have, you can see how, different
But when
lockers.
we walked in, I
have
saw that,
here.
though. What
Yeah.
the hell is this? I don't think there's no tables.
Look,
Like,
come and walk
what is
down.
this?
Yeah, I can show you.
It's
Yeah,
storage.
you walk down. This is actual like fishing gear storage, right?
Oh, shit,
So
yeah.
different fishermen
Yeah, yeah.
have lockers, and they've
crab
got, these
nets.
are crab traps, and those are prawn traps, and
Yeah.
everybody's got their stuff all in there. And we're coming up to spot prawn season soon,
Yeah.
so you'll see lots of people bringing out their traps, and they're doing like repairs here, and they'll put out big net hanging
Yeah.
kind of like sawhorses.
Okay.
And string your nets out, and then you can do net repairs and net
Oh,
mending
cool.
in here.
Oh wow.
So that's kind of what, when I married in, that's what
That's
it looked
kind of
like.
what it looked like.
It was a
That's it.
small half
Okay.
locker like this. Gear. You can see they've got a freezer too, because
Yeah.
they probably keep some fish and
Yeah.
For
for
sure.
their families or sell or
Right.
whatever. And that's pretty common. So that was going back like 20 years ago.
Wow.
And then it grew. So
I never understand aquaculture or agriculture people.
yeah.
Like seriously, the amount of shit, the amount of prep and work you do.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
yeah, it is.
That's- I'm looking at nets because I've never fished. I mean, I fish, but
Yeah.
not, it's fishing on the couch idea.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Nice bows,
yeah.
grady whites.
Yeah, that's right. You don't
inside
think
pass.
about
Lovely,
yeah.
just someone
Well, no.
baiting. And, I mean,
Yeah.
I set the hook,
Yeah.
but someone's going to put the shit
Someone's
on.
gonna-
And
But
I ain't
there
going
is-
to do
That's
this
a dirty
work.
thing.
there's
Someone's
a
going to
lot
hit
of
it in the
gear,
head.
though,
I'm not doing that.
Even for a little fish, like
Yes.
if you're
It's a
like
lot.
for lake fish, you gotta
Yeah.
like I take the kids fishing, and the tackle box is not little.
No.
You know, and you kind of go, I don't know what I'm
Well, I
doing.
went,
intimidating.
I've gone
Think about it.
I
crabbing
don't know
and
what I'm
prawning,
doing.
right?
Yeah,
But, Mr. Louis' guide,
yeah,
Mm.
like Wes did all the work.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's pulling these fucking ropes up
Yeah.
and shit out
Yeah,
of the water, and
yeah.
he's killing things or
Yeah.
whatever he's doing. I'm thinking, this is quite nice if you're out just sitting watching. I
Yeah.
really
Yeah, it's
enjoyed it,
just a
but I don't want to do this
recreational
work. It looked like a lot of work.
No, in this, I mean, you see how many traps are going to
Yeah.
get baited and
That's a
taken
lot
out.
of work.
It's a lot of work. And it's go time, right? Because you have a very limited, the spot prawn season, for example, is
Well,
only,
it's tight.
it's only about a
So
month.
these
Yeah.
are
These are crab traps.
crab traps, and then the ones over there, which are a little bit.
Or sorry,
different, right?
rather,
These are
the
prawn.
crab. These are prawns.
These
You're
are
talking about
prawns.
the-
Got
sorry,
it.
yeah.
These are
That's
these are
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
got it,
those
got
are
it,
the
got it.
crab
And
traps
then those are
over there.
crab
Yeah,
traps.
and you
Got
can
it.
see just in the back.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah,
got it,
exactly.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and so they'll you can see, I don't know if anybody's baiting. Nobody's really baiting yet because it's not season just yet.
yeah.
But it's coming up pretty quick. But
Wow.
yeah, and then this is one of our nets here that's going to get picked up today for a guy who's going to do some net mending. So
Wow.
I got that out here.
A lot of work.
But yeah, so now we have that locker and this one here. So
Okay.
this is kind of our section. And you can see what we've done over the years. I mean, we started out, we just had like chest freezers
Yeah.
for frozen
Yeah.
fish.
Now you're
And
in the
now,
big leagues.
yeah, so now we've got, these are our walk-in freezers.
Yeah.
But these are just our packing. These are our day-to-day packing freezers. So we use off-site cold storage for the bulk of the
Yeah.
fish. And then you see the trucks coming. And so what's happening is the team here is looking at the orders for the day. Then they're ordering what we need from the long-term cold storage to be in, first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Goes into this freezer. Packing orders happens. I'll show you in the back where the orders
Yeah.
get packed. The orders that are going out will get put into that freezer or vice versa.
Hold
So
this
they
one.
can kind of have it in and out.
It's 360, so hold
And
it
then
up and
you
down.
do that
Give
one.
me that. I'll set that one up.
This is what I'm doing.
I'll just
I'm not
make
doing
sure
this
you're.
one.
All
I'm
right.
doing this.
I just want to. All right.
I'm filming. Be happy I'm
He's
filming.
worried about looking like a filming person.
Oh, I see. He doesn't.
He hasn't quite embraced the life yet.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm filming.
He's filming.
Without
But-
anybody
but
telling me to
He's
film,
like
I
a
did it all by
lobster.
myself.
I've dropped him in the water. He just doesn't know it yet.
Gradually.
This way, Sonia was talking. Now I'm going to film. These are the
All right,
freezers.
all right,
See?
all right. Well,
These are
yeah,
the,
but if you're
these are
going to
the
gripe and moan
walk-ins.
about it, it ruins the footage. So
Edit that
Piss and
part
moan
out.
until you want to give me the stupid prop here. I don't
I
do
was
that
just
shit.
going to fix your camera, but
Leave my camera alone.
Let me just warn my team I'm coming in
Okay,
with cameras
okay.
before we come
Okay.
in, just in case they.
And then tell me what I'm not allowed to film.
I will. For sure.
See, now we got pictures. To go
But
put
you
in
are
the thing.
filming, right?
Yeah, I put the
Okay.
film on.
Okay.
I don't know.
You can leave it running.
Why do I waste the battery?
No, you're good. You got a lot on this. This one's gonna die on you, but this one's fine.
That's fine.
So
Everybody's
just
on
run
lunch, so it's,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not
So,
gonna be a ton of time with you anyway. We just
yeah,
wanted
of
to come
course.
down
Just
to
I want
eat.
you
I
to
wanted
come
to
and
see.
see it. Yeah,
No, this
exactly.
is so cool.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so please feel free to come in. So, we've it becomes a workplace.
Thank you.
I just like finding these places I just don't know exist in the city that I've lived in for a long time.
Yeah. It's like your little
Long
secret tour,
time.
hidden secrets in Vancouver.
Yeah.
All right. So this is where all the orders for all across the country get packed out of here.
In here.
So this is where it's done?
This is it.
You're like a magician.
Thank you.
This
Oh.
is.
That's not me.
I
The
thought
team
you guys
are
did this all
magicians.
on the island or somewhere.
So like fish is coming in different places. It is being processed, not being cut here from fresh. No
Yeah.
fresh fish is
Yeah,
happening here.
Right. This
Okay.
is just.
This is packing orders,
Oh.
right? So, when the fish is coming in, it's going to be gutted and cleaned and filleted and vac sealed in a CFIA plant that's offsite from here.
Clearly.
And then those boxes are what's coming in. So I'm going to show you in the freezer here.
Oh, okay. Can I go in?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So your footage doesn't work out. That you're coming back in here.
That's right.
This is awesome.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that all comes in here.
Yeah, and the pictures. I got it. I love this.
Okay.
Amazing.
So you know what's funny? Just I'll give you a few more.
Yeah.
You know why we've never come down?
Yeah.
Because I thought we had to go up like Campbell River or something.
Oh.
I didn't know you were in the
Right
city.
here. Just the same.
See? I didn't even know that.
Things
That's
you
why, like
learn.
when you said,
Things
you know,
you
we're going
learn.
to come
Come
film
check
at
it out.
Yeah.
Vancouver thing. Oh, she must be in town for the day. It's really nice for her to give us a little time.
Nope. This is it. This
You
is.
give us any time. You could have given us time a long time ago.
That's right.
Oh my God.
So then what the team does
Oh my
is then
God.
they put all the products into these
That's
packing
how I get it at
freezers.
home.
Yeah, that's how you get it.
Except in my nice bag.
And then this is what's happening behind the scenes. So the team will come here. They'll be weighing your order.
Yeah.
They're on lunch right now,
Yeah.
but then they're printing out the stickers, putting them on in
Yeah.
the bags, building up those boxes, those pallets that are then going out to the pickup
Yeah.
locations or to your home
I go to
delivery.
Cam at Famous Foods and grab
Yeah,
my bag.
pick it up.
I thought it was all coming from Campbell. It's coming from
Coming
from the
from-
west side.
Right here.
It's not
right
that long.
here.
No, it's changed the whole story.
It's easier now.
This is cool. And this
Oh, that's
this is
awesome.
your map of all
That's
your.
right. So we've done a
Okay.
map up here, the map of BC.
Well, get your
It
picture of
shows-
your glass things, whatever. You do.
I am.
Yeah.
Is it okay that I?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
of
Okay.
course. So
Hey, they're
that's
all in the packages.
Yep, that's all of our fish harvesters, and it shows you
awesome.
where. And then this is all of our pickup locations,
Yeah.
and across Canada there. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
So I hadn't been on the site
Mhm.
in probably a month or so, maybe a little longer,
Yeah.
because I bought a big batch last time. And my mom went on, and what did she say you had? And I thought, that sounds freshwater.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
we talked
pike-
about that.
I know the pike.
The
Yeah.
pike and the
And-
walleye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is
because
also
my mom
called
goes, "What are
pickerel.
those?" I said, "Well, those are typically like
Yeah.
Like pike is
those
huge
are
in
things I
Ontario.
understand.
That's Ontario fish.
I
It says-
understand pike and walleye.
Here.
Yes.
So it's northern Saskatchewan.
Oh, that's what I
so
have to tell my
cool.
mom.
Uh-huh.
So it'll just taste better than the Ontario walleye.
Well, probably
It
clear.
will. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's on
what I
same,
just
same
said.
species, so give that
Well,
a
you
shot.
said
And then,
better.
of course,
Well, I'll give you the reason why.
that's where the char comes from. Look at the dot up there.
No way.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my
Far
mom will
away.
not
So
know.
just
Our
all
char
of that,
comes from
so
Nunavut.
all of that goes from the char and it comes all
Yeah.
the way down here.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell are you fishing here?
Wow.
No.
Well, this
Alberta.
is our pickup location.
Oh, okay.
So
So my sister's
but
no
these
fish.
are color coded as where fish is coming in.
Yeah.
But
That's
this
his
is
pickup.
these tagged ones are all
Okay.
pickup locations. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to order some of the pike and walleye.
Have you not had
It's
it yet?
actually-
Oh, you better get on that because it's a winter fishery and it's wrapping up now.
I didn't even know where you
So-
had it on because
Okay.
I usually go right to what I get. I get my
Yeah.
ling
I
cod, I get
caught it
my
on
rock
camera
cod.
that he's been neglectful.
I look for the same things.
I'll
I'm a
make sure I
creature of
leave it in.
habit.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
go past. I color codes, white fish. I go right to my fish.
Yeah.
I just see cod. I see ling cod. I don't look at how it could be there 30 lines. I don't care. I'm not interested.
You know what you want.
I like my ling
Yeah.
cod.
We got to find a way to retarget you. I guess.
Easy.
Yeah,
It's-
that's right.
that's a lot of work. Yeah? You don't want to be working on people like me. Be happy I'm actually
I'm
on
very
there
happy, and
spending
yeah,
the
that's
money I
right.
spend
And
because
that
I just
you
love
love
the
it.
fish.
Yeah, yeah.
I love this.
Wow.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah,
So are
it's
there
really
going to be
cool.
more? I know we talked about this
Yes.
probably in the pod, but what are the next? Like, what are the other going to be non-ocean fisheries?
Yeah, I mean, really, like our like as you know, our mission is like protecting a fishing way of life in fishing communities in
Yeah.
Canada and connecting that food to Canadians, right? So it's really all about that.
Yeah,
direct,
yeah.
Where are people harvesting fish? What should we be eating? And so that's always been relationship based. And so the folks in Île-à-la-Crosse in northern Saskatchewan, the Métis and Cree First Nation there, reached out to us. They'd heard about us.
Oh, that is
They were like,
so
we want to be
cool.
part of this. And so that's
Awesome.
how that came about.
Oh,
Awesome.
I think it's fantastic. Same
Yeah.
same with Nunavut. They had reached out to us and found
Yeah.
us. And so it's just relationship building. We're chatting. We're in conversations with folks on the East Coast. So I won't give too
That'd be
much
pretty cool.
revealing, but we are
Yes.
hopeful and
Wow.
excited about having this be
Yes.
truly coast to coast to coast.
Oh my
fish from
god.
That's even
everything.
our problem. So we've got
That's
such nice
exciting.
trout.
Yeah,
We've got lots of lovely fish
Exactly.
that
It's
need
just
to be on
finding
our
out
plates.
where is there, and there's
Yeah.
so many communities, fishing communities that historically were
Yeah.
harvesting to feed themselves
Yeah.
and to feed broader
Yeah.
communities, and where those fisheries are, fully exported, or they can't. You can come on in, no worries. Yeah, come
Yeah.
on in. Yeah, and where we aren't getting that fish anymore. So it's like
Yeah.
going back to those communities to say, where is that happening,
Yeah.
and how can we keep that going?
No worries.
So it's a dry storage, obviously.
Yeah, dry storage, and when we do packing cans, if somebody orders a few cans, we they've got a little place there where they can pack them.
You
So
weren't
we just
kidding,
have
you-
Is this like
St. Jean's Cannery. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're really efficient with
You're
there's a
spacey
lot
efficient.
going on up here.
I guess you're fisher people, right?
Mhm.
That's
Well, that's the
you
thing.
don't have a lot.
Yeah,
Like, if you're on a boat, like, what are you going to do?
that's
You
exactly
can't store it
it.
outside.
Nope, you got to be efficient with
Yeah.
space. Yep, exactly. Yeah, we got a
I've never
great.
tried the can stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't?
No.
Well, pick one. Take what you
No,
want.
I'm
Which
not
one
gonna
do you
take-
want? No, of course.
I'm
Pick.
not paying-
You can eat
I don't- No.
Take a piece of canned fish. What would you like?
Oh no, I'm
No,
not
no,
taking
seriously,
any.
what smoked stuff?
I would love to, but
Yeah.
I've still got the one kid
Yeah.
who's allergic to fish
Oh,
in the
right.
house. So
You don't want that. in the
next
house.
year we're waiting. She moves out next year.
Oh,
to go
then
to
it's gonna
school.
be
And if
all-
you were large,
I was
I'd take
like-
samples. I don't take
No.
samples from small people. I buy shit.
Oh.
Not buy it.
All right. Well, you can order some.
I do that.
Yeah, all those cans. Yeah, but anyway, so we try to be really efficient and have a small space, but there's a lot you can do, and that's what it's all about. Is like you can have a big impact with
Yeah.
a little bit of space, and you don't need to take. We've talked about this before. You don't need to borrow a lot of money and get a big fancy facility.
Yeah.
We've got this, and we've got offices off site,
Yeah.
and yeah.
But even for the fisher people, like, they
Yeah.
don't have to get stuck in. I mean, they're over the cost of all that gear is enough.
Yes. Oh,
And if
yeah.
they can get to market quickly and easily through you
Yes.
or somebody like you,
Yeah.
Because competition wouldn't hurt
Wow.
you either, because
Mhm.
you'll do well no matter what.
Mm-hmm,
But it's just cool that if this whole thing, the idea can grow.
Yeah.
Not yet. You guys need to be bigger first.
Yeah, but you'll
And then
see
you can
there's
share.
lots of fishermen here who, like, Stuart here across the
Yeah.
way, where he does locker sales out of his locker bay now too. So lots of fishermen
It's okay, though.
down,
It's
and
cool.
it's
Yeah,
great
why
because
not?
it's really
Why not?
about like if everybody like there's plenty of fish in the sea, right? If everybody was buying their fish directly from fish harvesters, we would have lots of problems solved.
Absolutely.
And so I'm not worried about a competition
No.
here. This to me, this is our home, the
Yeah.
Wharf,
Yeah.
and all of us who are fishing here, we should
Yeah.
all be selling our
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
out of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Plus the quality of
It's
fish is
probably
different.
the funniest conversation because when I tell people about what you do,
mhm.
the next question is always like, "So where's all that fish in the grocery?" I'm like, "Good question.
It's the.
That's a really good question."
right.
And then you can see them all go,
Well, you kind of do like. So where do they? I mean, clearly it's all from water somewhere, but you kind of wonder.
It's some of it's probably like farm raised.
I think there's a lot of it's farm,
guess,
clearly.
and then
Well, I mean, we
know.
know the stats, right? Like 80% of the seafood we eat in Canada is imported fish. 80%.
Well, we don't have a lot of water,
80%.
so that makes total sense.
And 90% of what we catch, we export.
That's a
No,
Canadian
no,
way.
that's
That made
just-
more sense than the first part.
Yeah.
We do that really
We
well.
export
We expect
everything. Yeah.
we don't do much of anything.
But it would be one thing if we were exporting 90% of what we catch because we only eat 10%.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be one thing. But if 80% of what we're eating is imported, what are we
Why?
doing?
Why?
And that's noisy. We can go
Why don't
downstairs.
we
It's-
feed ourselves first?
Right, why don't we feed ourselves
Well,
first?
Why don't
Exactly.
we pay ourselves and feed ourselves first?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
paying other
there's a
fisher people
question.
that we don't know how they fish.
Well, and
Here's
that's
a
the problem.
question.
We
right?
know that in the industrial global seafood system, we know there are problems. We know
Oh,
there's
huge.
exploitation of
Oh,
people,
100%.
slavery.
Yeah,
There's all that horrible stuff. We know there's environmental destruction. We
Oh.
know there's all this poaching. We know all that goes on out there. And yet here we have some of the best seafood in the world, some of the cleanest water in the world, some of the best labor practices in the world. We have all
fishing
this,
practices.
fishing practices, conservation. We have all of this, and yet we're not
So let's
eating
send it
this.
away.
So let's send it away. It doesn't make any sense, and that's the whole point of
I hate
doing
to say
this
it, it is
business.
so Canadian. It is. It's so us, right?
And it's so, when you pointed out, like you said something earlier, Phil, that was really, I think, important, which is like, when you talk about what we do, it unconsciously or without explicitly saying it, it makes you wonder what the rest of the stuff is, right? So I don't have to say that. I don't have to. I can just say, this is what we do. And then people say, wait a minute, how come you can put the face of the person who caught it on there? Where's the rest of this coming from? And I'm
Where's
like,
it coming
from? Well, it begs the question.
Good
And,
question.
and so I think that it speaks for itself.
See, the first question we had, I think the family and my mom is like, how come it doesn't stink?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, it's one of those things. And then you start going down all these other paths. Like, you're thinking, what the hell are we eating?
Yeah. Yeah, what are we putting in our bodies?
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
answer
how
that
old is this? No, I don't think I like
and how
to know.
old? And we talked
It's
about
got to
that.
be an age thing. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
clearly,
it
right?
is.
It's an age thing.
Aging. Yeah, it's
Right?
just
So you're
it's
kind of
just
thinking,
off.
like, this is not.
No, and in the supply chain, if you and people think, we talked about this before too, fresh fish, right? People think fresh is better, but like that could be 14 days old.
Yeah.
You want to eat 14-day-old fish, or do you want to eat fish that was frozen the day it was caught and then you thought
fresh fish.
It's fresh fish. It's fresher when it's frozen, right? And so, it's all these things you don't think about, but once you get into this world, you realize there's so much better way. There's just a much better way to do these things. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, spot prawn season. So you can see these are all the labels and the containers that are going out. So one of our prawners came down on Wednesday this week to grab her containers because she'll fish, and as she pulls them in, she is taking the heads off, puts it in there. They're still alive. She puts in that container. Seawater goes in, and it goes in the freezer on the boat. That's it.
That's crazy.
So they are going into that freezer just like minutes after they're coming out of the water.
Okay, so clearly I got to order spot prawns next time too.
Oh yeah.
My mouth is watering.
I love spot prawns. They're usually expensive.
I mean,
now I hear how you do this. Okay.
Maybe I can just send the kid away for a couple of weeks during spot prawn season.
Yeah, or just come back here, get an Airbnb.
There's no allergies in our house.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. You want to walk down and see some boats before you go?
I like seeing boats.
Yes, ma'am. That would be amazing.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
So big construction project here. Rebuilding some of the edging of the waterfront
Making
here.
it bigger.
I think it's just restoration and
They don't know. Who the hell knows? It takes 12,000 years to do this. How long have they been doing this? 2 years?
Yeah, no, this just this year, just this winter.
Oh,
but you can see basically this is before and this is after, right? So it's basically reinforcing the waterfront. And it's just
for some funny tourists, it pulls the smell away too.
Yes,
right?
that's true too.
I know
exactly.
it's.
The mud floods and all
but
that.
who cares? That's what you come down for, right? Like,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice, right?
I honestly did not realize that. I'm not so stupid, right? Honestly, I thought these were all like personal yachts and shit. So we come down to thinking, what the fuck are all these fishing
What
boats
are all
from?
these fishing boats doing here?
That's
it turns
so
out
funny.
it's the Fisherman's Wharf. Yeah,
So
and
you fish on the ocean.
Yeah, it turns out there's fish in the ocean.
water.
In the water.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
that's
crazy?
Right. Who would have thought, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Honestly.
But because this is federal fisheries land, this is the mandate of this land is prosperous commercial fishing.
Okay.
And so fish boats have priority here. And so we have a slip. I think our boat's actually just been moved over there because of the construction. Normally we're right here, but we had to move it for the construction right now. But so all these boats have priority, and that's our slip. And so we pay for that for the year. And then during the fishing season, when our boat leaves and we're over on the west coast of Vancouver Island, then that slip can be sublet. So that's where pleasure boats and sailboats that are traveling through can use the slip in the summer. Yeah. And that revenue is what helps to maintain.
That's tourist running. Okay, let them help pay for.
Of course, let them help pay for the maintenance of a prosperous commercial fleet.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Why not? And that's how we can have these good local food systems. Because if we, because like we're talking about, people don't think about how food is produced.
No.
You have to have industrial land. It can't all just be condos on the waterfront. No. You have to have some industrial land. But I think the nice thing you can see from this is that industrial land doesn't have to be exclusive of people coming down and enjoying their time and being part of it.
There is a difference with it though. Like there's a difference between having like food land and you're looking at a rusty tractor. Not
things that are run down or something, but
shit like that. But when you're on the water and you see rusty, patinaed
Yeah.
boats. It's a whole different.
Yeah.
That's if that's a tractor.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, what a rusty piece of shit! Why are we looking at that? When it's a boat, you're thinking, oh, look at all the rust.
The romance
Isn't
of the
it?
sea.
I know,
and everything,
seriously.
right? Yeah,
It
yeah.
changes the whole look. Right?
Yeah.
It's funny, right?
Yeah, it is, right?
Like you see
Yeah.
them and they're kind of sloppy looking,
Yeah.
but they're so
Yeah.
cool, and you're thinking, holy shit, man, that guy's out there and or woman's out there doing whatever the hell they do.
Whatever the
fishing
hell
and-
they do.
Whatever
right?
they do, they do
it's,
their thing.
and you can see
Yeah.
that, and you can think about how rough the seas are when
Yeah.
that's out there sometimes,
and
you
how a boat
think
like
about
that makes it.
yeah. Oh, and
It's
they're
so small.
but they're amazing. They're built for it. You know,
know,
they
it's
the
crazy,
kind
though.
of size
I
of seas that
can't-
they can take is
I was out
yeah.
in Newfoundland and
Oh,
we were
yeah.
on a boat like
Oh, yeah.
twice.
yeah.
Twice the size of that thing.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I'm okay. I was a little green, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I would make it. I can do
Rachel,
the
my
inside.
middle one, she was throwing up over
Yeah.
the side,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
you know,
people
and
don't
everyone's like,
realize
Yeah.
it.
I've never done
You know.
outside.
Yeah.
It's always
Oh.
been the
In the-
Johnson.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. So it's
Right.
always within the confines, and it can
Yeah.
get swelly.
Yep, it can get swelly,
But
but
I
it's
can imagine.
that-
I can't imagine what it'd be on the open water.
yeah, it can be really rough, and I get seasick too, and I just know
Yeah.
it, and I know like
Yeah.
certainly for the first
Yeah.
day or so, I've got to take some Gravol maybe. I
Yeah.
got to look at the horizon and some, but you know, different.
Oh, and not inside. Must be outside.
Outside on the
fresh
deck.
Air.
Oh,
Don't
if
look
I'm inside,
down.
I'm guaranteed
You
to
know,
puke.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't
Oh,
matter-
yeah.
It doesn't. That could be in a lake.
Yeah, exactly.
That should be a
Yeah,
problem.
I know. I'm the same.
That's
Totally.
cool.
I'm the same. My son.
Which guy owns?
Hey?
Which guy owns?
Which guy owns? Didn't you love that?
Which
I
guy
thought.
owns
Yeah.
Skipper?
Which guy? I'm like, this guy.
You know the funny part is like you do when you start talking
Yep.
to people, right?
Mhm.
And it becomes an age thing.
Oh, it's an
Like
age
there's
thing.
certain
Totally.
age things you just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you hear it
Yeah.
and you let it float because
That's
you
right.
just know.
You're
Listen,
just like, yeah.
yeah,
okay,
because
whatever.
because typically
Yeah.
they mean it, but they don't mean it in the way.
He
that
just
we
didn't
take it
even
today.
occur.
It's
Didn't
not
even
even-
occur
no.
to him that there could be a woman, and
No.
it didn't even occur to him that I wasn't 22
Right.
and just like starting
Right.
out or something. It didn't even occur to him.
No.
And I'm not offended. I just
That's
know
whatever,
that that's
right?
that generation.
Yeah.
I've been around Fisherman long enough. I know these things. So,
I thought that was fun.
whatever. Yeah. It's,
Yeah, he's the she.
He's the she. Yeah.
He's
This
the-
is
yeah,
this one right
this
here.
one here.
This one. Yeah.
This guy.
This
The
guy.
little girl.
This
She's
guy
doing it all.
That's right.
She's doing it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty funny.
We are around a bunch of old men. So this is what you get.
Yeah. Well, I'm used to it. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been in this industry for.
Yeah, if you don't have thick skin by now,
Well,
yeah.
I would not have made it.
Yeah.
If I didn't have thick skin, I would
So you're
not.
not shaking unless the meds are working really well. You should be fine.
I'm pretty.
You
good.
should be fine.
I'm pretty.
And it will change over time.
Yeah, it
will.
does. You
It
know,
will change over time.
I would say, I don't know exactly the exact numbers, but probably something in the order of half of our fish harvesters are women.
That
you know?
many?
Yeah, and women call themselves fishermen.
Yeah.
They don't dance around about what word to use. It doesn't matter.
It's not meant
Yeah.
for that.
No, exactly. And so women who fish say fishermen. So around the fishing community, I say fishermen. But
Yeah.
then I know that when you get away from the fishing community, sometimes people are a little bit like, ooh, should I say fishers or should I say?
I say fisher
people
person
or
when I
fisher
do this,
person?
you know why?
Yeah.
Because I'll say it because we're going to record it anyway.
Yeah.
But when on the podcast you get people, otherwise they chirp at you thinking,
They think
fucking
you're
care. It's
being-
not what I
Yeah.
meant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They
I
think
grew up
that you're
with
being-
fishermen. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's a fish or woman, I can fish or dog, fish or cat. I
Yeah.
don't care.
I
Whoever
agree.
the fish, a catfish, it's a fisherman.
That's right. And the
Oh.
women that fish, that I survey them all the time just to be like,
Yeah.
hey, what do you want me to call you?
Yeah.
I don't
And
care.
the vast majority of them say, call me a fisherman. I'm no different from
Yeah.
my brother who
Yeah.
fishes. I'm no
That
different
may be
from
better.
anybody.
How's that?
Yeah, and you don't need to say fishermen or women because
Yeah,
then it
whatever.
makes you like your sub that
Yeah.
you're not a real fisherman, So, yeah. I think we're down. I'm just taking us for a walk to see where we are because it gets moved around with the construction, but I'm pretty sure this is us. Oh yeah, here we are.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
This is so
This is so cool.
it's fun, right?
I really got to get out of this van.
Yeah, you can
kinda
branch
do,
out a little
man.
once in a
Seriously,
while.
don't
It's
joke.
not
I
all,
do. Is it?
fancy over here on the west side. This is us
Ah,
here.
yeah, the west side's always so
Yeah.
fancy dancy.
Yeah, so this is us. This is our boat, El Dorado.
This is you.
That is so
Yeah.
Got
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he gives me things to film. Why does he give this to me?
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's got the camera. He's
Yeah, I got the
this.
camera going.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
wow.
small with the big waves.
Right, I know.
It does
Like if you're
seem...
like at big waves, like this thing's gonna be like just tossed.
No, it's really not. It's heavy. It's stable. It's you can take a lot
if you
of
say so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very relatively
Well,
speaking.
she's still here, so
Yeah,
period.
exactly. Yeah.
No,
worked.
it's all good.
So your
wow.
hubby and the eldest is going?
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. The boat will head over to Vancouver Island the end of May,
Okay.
beginning like last week, and maybe beginning of June.
Okay.
And
how long
they
are they out
fish.
for in the
So
end? Till
so they'll
fall?
move. Yeah. So they'll basically they'll run the boat around to the west coast of Vancouver Island,
Yeah.
and then they'll fish every week in the summer
Yeah.
for most of the summer, and it'll be
And
like
most of the
say
same
Monday,
fish.
Tuesday.
This
Yeah,
is-
salmon.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a salmon gill netter. So they'll fish for salmon, sockeye
It is,
in the
yeah.
early part of the season, and then it
Yeah.
switches to like.
We just rode in from Fall River on a gunboat.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
Do you want to talk to us?
No, we're talking to her right now. But thank you anyway.
This is all got to go in there.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
I mean, you'll have to edit out Marie a little
That's
bit.
A little bit,
amazing.
yeah, but yeah.
But for the most
But
part.
it's the real, like this is the real.
But that's
Hilarious.
good. That's what you want.
It's what you want.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
Yeah. So then basically this is the way gill netting works. So this drum, the net gets
Yeah.
rolled onto this drum.
Okay.
Yeah, I've watched
And
movies.
you've seen this, right?
Watch
And then
movies.
the net comes off the back here, and it goes over these.
I've watched A
rollers.
Perfect
Okay.
Storm.
Yeah.
Men from Gloucester.
I've watched those
They're
shows,
always
man.
from
I
Gloucester.
can be
Why
a
are they
fisherman.
always
I can
from
do it
Gloucester?
as long as someone else does all the work.
Somebody
I
does
can
the work.
stand
You
there
can
and
totally
watch it
stand
go
there and
down.
watch it. Yeah.
I
exactly.
can spot.
Yeah, you can totally make
100%.
sandwiches or something.
I can make a sandwich
Yeah.
all day. I can do
All day,
those
there
stuff.
you go.
You better believe it. You need me on the boat. Except I don't want to be too rough, so I'm going to puke my brains.
Yeah, that's true. I'm helpful as long as I'm not puking my guts out.
So
Yeah.
how many go out? Just the two of them?
Just the two of them. Yeah. You want to come? You want to step on board?
I'm curious. I'm just curious to see what. Because if they
Yeah.
go out for a week at a time,
Yeah.
you know, and not one of them has decided to throw either one of them off board,
That's right.
that's a pretty cool
Still
thing.
speaking to
Right.
each
That's a
other.
cool thing.
so-
No,
Yep.
good.
There's no guarantees how clean it is. I haven't been
I
down
feel
for a
like we
bit,
did.
but
Okay.
come on in. Yeah, I mean, he would want me to have tidied up before he knew I was filming.
Well, you know what? This is his
Yeah.
job.
That's
It's his
right.
boat.
That's right.
If they're on here, then
That's
keep
right.
it clean.
Keep it clean, dude.
Because you never know, company can come
Kind of
anytime.
anytime, make the bed. You know. Yeah. Anyway, so you can see it's a pretty like small space, but there's
But there's room.
some bunks down there, and you know,
Wait, so
fine.
you didn't grow up in a fishing
No,
family?
no, I married into it.
Did
yeah.
it take a lot to get used to?
Like the first
tight
time you come on a
quarters?
thing like this, what are you thinking? Oh my God, do
Well,
I really want this guy? Or what?
Let me tell you, my first date was with him was on this boat.
Seriously.
Oh
Yeah.
my. Okay.
And what do you? Well,
Yeah.
clearly you thought it couldn't have
Well,
been that
you
bad.
were
You're
okay
still
with
here.
it.
Yeah,
'cause you're
yeah.
still here.
Because so we worked together. We were we were in university,
Yeah.
and we worked together. And this boat, it was this exact boat. It was out in Steveston.
Yeah.
And he was waiting on the wait list for a slip here to move it to
Okay.
False Creek, and he was going to live aboard it. And so he, while he was going to university, and so he told me at work, "Hey, I'm going to move the boat. Do you want to come? It's going to be cool. We're going to run from Steveston right
Oh,
here."
that
It'll
is
be
so
fun.
cool.
That'll be
he
fun.
says.
And I was like, that's cool. That's an adventure. I actually
Yeah.
kind of thought it was
That's
going to
a
be a
cool
bunch of
first
people
date.
from work. I didn't know it was a date till I got there. I thought it was a bunch of people working. It was
Oh,
just
I
us. and It
see.
was great.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was this exact boat. We ran around the tip of UBC. We anchored there. We went for a swim. You know, we like had a little fishing license,
Yeah.
tried to catch some fish. We cooked dinner on here. We had a great time. Brought the boat here. And then, it was such an adventure, and it was such a cool
Yeah.
experience,
so
and that
cool.
was my learning about it. And then it was his dad's boat at the time, Otto, Skipper Otto, and he was fishing, and then he needed a bigger boat because he couldn't, as Skipper Otto was growing, couldn't hold enough fish on
Right.
this boat for what we were doing. So he
Mhm.
wanted a boat with bigger hold, so he sold this boat. We were really sad to see it go because I was sort of sentimental about it.
Yeah.
And anyway, had a bigger boat. It was great, fished that for many years. And then when he retired, he sold the boat. And we couldn't afford to buy the boat at that time, and so we didn't have a boat. So Sean leased boats for a number of years. And then in the pandemic, we were all out there getting our COVID shots. We were in the line, and we ran into, Sean was getting his shot. He was in the line and ran into a friend from down here at the wharf who said, he had a few gill netters and he was going to sell one of them. And I didn't need them all anymore. And he said, "Oh, yeah, which one are you going to sell?" I said, "I'm going to sell Eldorado." That's this boat.
That's the boat. That is so.
So you bought it
see,
back?
that's
We bought it back.
serendipity, right? You have to buy it.
We
at that
had
point.
to. I said we had
Like
to
you
buy
got no
it back.
choice. You
Oh,
got
no.
a mortgage. You got to go buy the boat.
That's the thing. So we bought the boat.
Oh, you got to buy it. That's someone from above. Say, hey, this is
Uh-huh.
yours. Do you want it back?
you want
or
it
not?
back or not?
Here's your window.
Last chance.
That is so
Exactly.
cool.
Yep. And
Oh,
so we
come
bought
on.
it back, and it was the funniest thing. So we've redone the curtains now, but when we got it back, it had the curtains that I made when I was
Good
like
Lord.
24 or
That's
something.
so
Were still
funny.
there, and the cushions and all the stuff, and like there was still like spoons that were ours and stuff.
That's awesome.
And so it was just like, so now it's back in the family. Now
That's
it's been
cool.
for about, I guess, 4 years or whatever
That
it
is
is
so
now.
cool.
And yeah, and so our son, so in a such full circle thing, when I had the idea for Skipper Otto, it was when Oliver, our oldest son, was a brand new baby. And I've got a picture of like practically the exact moment. He's in a sling. I'm carrying this baby. And I'm thinking, if we're going to keep fishing alive in our family, we got to do something. And that was the birth of Skipper Otto at the same time he was born. So he's 18 now. He's a fisherman. And he fishes on the boat that we...
And he can make a go of it.
Oh my gosh.
It's a tough gig.
It's a tough gig. But he's a hard worker.
Come on, that's amazing.
awesome, man.
What a great story.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, fuck, getting the boat back's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, getting the boat back.
It's not the same cachet, eh?
Yeah.
Can you imagine like saying to Daniel, you know, one day when we're done the podcast, maybe you'll take over the... But it's not the same thing as like my kids fishing on the boat. Like it is.
Yeah.
On the same boat I grew up with. And
Yeah.
so you're fishing on Nono's boat. Like
Yeah,
Nono
yeah.
Otto, right?
Yeah.
Not Nono, but Nono Otto.
Oh.
Like you're thinking, like, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, seriously,
Right.
come on.
Wow.
That is pretty
cool, right? Yeah.
Sean should tidy up the boat.
He should tidy up a little.
Seriously. What's he doing? Look at this. This is what we get.
You should see some of these other fish ponds.
I can only
I
imagine.
know. It's okay.
I know, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
We all
it's
have
not
friends.
bad. The
Yeah.
boat is fine. The
The
boat
boat
is
is
fine. The boat is fine.
we all had friends that, you know, we visited in uni.
Yeah.
And
That was me.
I
That's
can,
right.
My room, we couldn't see the floor.
Yeah.
I
oh,
can imagine.
yeah.
I can
There was no
imagine.
floor. It was all the cleanest dirty
and,
clothes.
like
That's what-
wrappers
yeah,
and
that's what-
packaging
yeah.
and.
You pick a shirt, what smelled the least?
But you know, this is speaking about like the multi-generational and the intergenerational knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So Oliver's growing up on this boat, going out fishing with his grandfather, with his father,
Yeah.
and all this, and the lessons that he has learned over those years. I've written a number of blogs about them because they're so cool. And like, you know, for example, he's gone and had to hop on other people's boats. There was a fisherman who was in distress, and they had to tow somebody, and he had to hop on that boat and tow it. And afterwards, they were debriefing, having a conversation, and the boat was, really a big mess. Yeah. And he had a moment where he was like, that's what happens if you don't stay tidy. Because once it gets ahead of you, you can't get back on.
Yeah, exactly.
You learn those things when you're out in the world. If you just live in your neighborhood and all you hang out with is kids your age, families from your, I don't know, socioeconomic world, and your like,
well, your cultures, you never bust out. You never
right?
try any new foods.
Yeah.
You never knew any things. You don't learn nothing.
You don't learn anything.
But you do something like this.
Well, yeah, and he learned things
That's
like,
so cool,
you can make a few bucks if you help out, and you don't wait for someone to offer you a job. You just jump in and help out. So when they're fishing, I think he was probably 13 or so when he learned this lesson, which was he'd offload our boat, and he's got to go down here. These are the holds where the ice.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Exactly. So if you pull that, I probably can't do it from this angle, but if you pull that, that opens up and it goes all the way down, right? So you put ice and seawater,
right?
And then the fish are they float in seawater and ice, right?
Got it.
So he'll jump down in there, and if he's standing in there, it's over his head. It's deep, right? And so then he's got to offload that. So he's in there offloading.
Standing in there, it's over his head.
Oh yeah.
That's very deep.
Oh yeah, it's very, very deep. Yeah, yeah, it's really deep. And so then he would do that, offload our boat, and then go hop on the next guy's boat and be like, "Need some help?" And offload, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah,"
and
cash money, give him a few bucks. And,
that's awesome. Man.
And
that's
so like you learn, right? Yeah, you just learn to get in there and help out. You don't wait for someone to say, "Hey, do you want a job?" You just see what needs to be done and you do it, and make yourself useful, right?
Yeah.
That's old school sort of. It's true. That's sort of the true entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
It's a single person job business. Do your shit, man. Let's go.
That's entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
that's
you don't
fishing,
wait till
right?
someone hands you crap. Like
that's
get it done.
Right. And I think there's not a lot of kids in the city today.
There's not a lot of kids in a lot of places today. This is why I think when we do a lot of that's why we love talking to aquaculture, agriculture.
Yeah.
Because it's still people based on the land.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And it is a different mentality. It's not my mentality, but I love hearing it because it makes you kind of feel guilty sometimes. You're thinking, I should take a little more time and learn this stuff.
Truth
or you makes me go to Skipper Otto and pay more for my fish because you know what? I know what it's going into.
The truth is we need to learn it, right? Like if we're actually gonna do this right, like you think about, like we've got a leader who's running all over the world right now.
Yeah.
Trying to make trade deals, and we're all thinking like, oh, we've got to make more trade deals.
Yeah.
But we're not doing the basics. Like the math of like we can, 80% of our fish comes from somewhere else and 90% of it goes out.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dumbasses. Like, let's just not do this, right? Like,
but it's hard for us. But we're good at that, though. We're really good at extraction and sell. We don't process.
When you think
of do it,
right? Like that is
it just takes time.
Like, here's what it costs us to actually do this and send it somewhere else.
But maybe the young kids are doing that. They do seem to want to know where their food comes from.
They do.
I got 10 years older than you. So when you start, we didn't give a shit.
No.
I mean, what do you buy? You know where food comes from? The grocery store.
Grocery store, yeah. And
You know where that
now
comes
it's-
from?
yeah,
The truck
the
that
truck
backs
that
up to
packed
the
into the
grocery
grocery
store.
store.
And where did that come from? The truck from the warehouse where they got the shit to put in the
Magic, magic. That's right.
What the hell? It's so easy. You know, I don't wait. Why people ask where it comes from? It's right there.
But you're right. I think we are the legacy of a system.
Yeah.
You know, it was like we were a colony. We were a
Yes,
British
we were.
colony.
Yes, we were.
This
We
is a
behaved
colonial
like
legacy.
it.
Yeah, where it's like
Yeah.
this is resource extraction for profit
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's not a food system.
Nope.
And so we have work to do to be conscious and aware and say, well, actually, what kind of world do we want to build? What does it mean to be in Canada today? What does it mean to be Canadian today? We're not a colony. We're not here as a resource extraction Wild West. This is community.
Absolutely.
And it has been since time immemorial, let's be clear. So how do we, more of us need to know that. Exactly.
I think it's happening. I think it's happening.
Yeah.
It's like everything in life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a kick in the head to wake up. And I think we got our kick in the head.
Oh,
I think we've
yeah.
had a few.
Couple of kicks in
You
the
know,
head.
we've had COVID and we've had trade disputes and we've had all those things. And I think that people are waking up a little bit and saying, you know, we can do things differently.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming.
This was
fun.
awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was great seeing you.
You gonna be a Thrive? Are you doing it?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
It's going to be on a boat somewhere.
There's going to be a lot going on.